Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 1. I'm so glad you came by to see what I've been working on this week. I've got works in progress, I've got finished objects, and I have a few shout outs to podcasters that I enjoy watching. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start with my finished objects. I have a granny square blanket that I did. And this pattern is the red heart rectangles and square pattern, and it's a throw, and I found it on Ravelry. It's just granny squares that are rectangles and then 2 different sizes of squares. And then I used this red color to tie it all together with a border around it, and I believe the majority of the yarn that I used, because it was scraps, the majority of yarn I used was Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, another finished object that I have is a log cabin blanket. This right here, also with yarn that I had on hand. Really enjoyed making this one. It was really fun. I found this pattern out of a magazine that I had that I used to subscribe to, and I've kept all my magazines. And it is the Crochet World magazine. And this is an old issue. It's February 2015. And it is called the Reader's Rainbow Throw. And there it is. Really enjoyed making this pattern. It's really fun. Okay, let's go on to works in progress, things that I'm working on this week. The first thing I'm working on is a baby blanket. This is for someone in my church that's having a baby, obviously. I don't know if you can see the color or anything, but the pattern is a Mary Maxim pattern. It was a kit that I actually got, and the first time I did it, I did it in a variegated yarn. This time I'm doing it in a solid because I thought that the pattern would show out even better. I don't know if you can see it. The yarn I'm using is Bernat Baby. This one. And the color is called Pink. Okay, and it's living right now in this bag that I made, if I can get it untangled. Okay, this is a bag that I made, a project bag. Been doing some sewing. I really enjoy doing this project. Okay, the next works in progress that I have is a mermaid blanket that I'm making. A friend of mine is asking me to make one that she wants to give to her niece, and the colors that she likes was teal and light green, and so the colors that I'm going to be using is this Caron Simply Soft. Really looks blue, but it's more teal green colored. It's called Pagoda is the name of the color. The other color is Simply Soft, also by Caron, and it is Limelight. It's a very bright chartreusey type green, very shiny. Sorry the colors are bad. I'm still trying to figure out how to do lighting to make these videos. And the multicolored one I'm using is Simply Soft Paints, also by Caron, and it's called Peacock Feather. So there's blues and greens and aquas, you know. I tried to find something that's real oceany since it's going to be a mermaid tail blanket. And as you can see, that's all I've done on it so far. I've just started it. My third works in progress is a pattern that I found off of Ravelry called the Little Baby Unicorn. And here's a picture of the finished project. I'm going to make this for my great niece who loves horses and unicorns and My Little Pony type characters. What I've done on it so far is the legs, the 4 legs. I've done these and 2 more. And I have done horn. And I'm doing the yarn. The yarn I'm using is Red Heart Super Saver in the Shocking Pink. I don't know if you can see that. and just plain white Red Heart Super Saver. And the horn, the horn, I wanted it to be a little shiny, so I'm using lemon, the Simply Soft Karen. And then what I'm going to do for the mane and the tail is I have this color called Karen Simply Soft, and it's paints again, but this one is called Rainbow Bright, and so it's all these different colors, and I'm going to use that as strands for the mane and the tail. I think it's going to turn out really cute. I'm going to use this for a gift, probably a Christmas gift. I'll just hang on to it, or her birthday. And my fourth work in progress that I want to talk about is I call it a daisy square blanket. And the way I got the idea to do this is because I belong to a group on Facebook that's called Stitch Your Library. And it's a group of women that are crocheters, women or men, that are trying to use patterns that they already have in their library. Because how many of us have bought books and collected patterns and think, oh, this is so cute, I want to make this, and then you never got around to making it. So you have these books and magazines and, you know, things bookmarked on your computer, but you've never made them, and you just collect more. So our idea is to encourage each other to pick out patterns from our own personal library and use them, use the books that we have. So this one is coming from a magazine that I bought. I'm going to get it out here. The magazine is Crochet Today that I had used to subscribe to. I don't any longer. This one is an older magazine as well. This is April 2013. And this is the blanket that I'm basing the pattern on right there. I believe this one is called He Loves Me. Yeah, the He Loves Me blanket. See? It's these squares. And what's great about this is that it is a join as you go pattern. So that makes it really a lot easier, more time efficient, I guess you'd say, as far as putting the squares together. And the colors that I'm using, I have 2 of them done so far. 2 squares done. Sorry, the colors are not turning out the way they should, but the colors that I'm using, that's actually not a blue, it's a purple. You tell, maybe. My colors that I'm using is another Red Heart Super Saver, and this one is, let me find the color here. It is called Monet. It's a variegated. It's really turned out blue, I'm sorry, but it's got purple and yellow. There, maybe you can see that. And there's some blue in it though, and green. It's really pretty. And I'm using that for the variegated. And then I'm using a purple. And this is also, I don't have the band with me, but it is also a Super Saver color. It is really purple. Kind of a medium purple, I believe. And then white and yellow, and the yellow is a pale yellow that I'm using for the center of the daisy. So that's the 4 projects that I've been working on this week. Let me get this together here. And I have upcoming projects that I would like to do. I'm trying to make myself do projects throughout the year, starting early in the year for Christmas gifts. And I would like to do, one thing I'd like to do is the boyfriend hat. It's a knitting pattern on Ravelry. And I have the yarn for it and everything. And it's a man or boy's hat, and I'm gonna make a few to give as gifts for some of the men in my life, and also I have another baby blanket that I have to find a pattern for a baby that's due in September, for a friend that we know. And what else? Oh, I have a blanket that I've really been eyeing. It's called the Wade's blanket. And I did it before. It was a crochet along. I love crochet alongs. If you've never tried doing one, I suggest you give it a try. It's really fun because you get a clue. It's not necessarily a mystery. I mean, you may know what the picture of the blanket looks like ahead of time, but it's just fun because you have a clue. It'll say, you know, make this certain square, and they'll give you instructions on doing it, and then you maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, then you'll have another part of the blanket that they'll release, and then you do that part, and you go through, and it tells you how to put it together, and it's just really fun. I enjoy doing it. I've done this blanket before in other colors, and I saw somebody that had done it in a different color combination that I thought really was cute, and so I want to eventually do that also, work on that as I get other projects. As you see, I have several works in progress. I like working on different things. I jump from one to the other, but I'm determined to get some of these finished before starting anything else. Also, I'd like to talk about some people that I watch on YouTube that I really enjoy their podcasts, and I would like to, if you don't know them already, you may suggest you might enjoy watching them because they have really great channels. The first one is Karen Hales. She was actually my first subscriber on YouTube, even before I even had videos. She's from the UK, and she crochets, and she does charity work. You know, I mean, she crochets and donates to different charities in the UK. And she's got a really sweet personality, and I really enjoy watching her videos. She makes things. She does hats. She's done blankets. She does little toys that she gives to for different children's charities in the UK that I just find it interesting to watch to see what she's making. Another shout out I'd like to give is Margaret Olander. She's the one that inspired me to start making videos and put myself out there. As you see, I'm still nervous about all this. I know that it'll get easier the more videos that I make. But Margaret's channel, she also does she does crochet items for charity donations as well. She is also a knitter, and but she started crocheting first before, and she makes lots of hats, and recently she's also, besides crocheting and some knitting that she's doing, she's been making different sewing projects, and that's always fun to watch, and she's got a great personality, and very just very enjoyable to watch. She likes to try different things, and she will video her attempts at different things, and even if something turns out to be a fail, she'll let you know and show it to you anyway, and she can laugh at her failures, you know, or things that don't turn out quite right, you know. She shows that to you as well. I mean, she's just a real person. And my last shout out that I want to do for this week is Jay from Jay's Knit and Pearl Jam. I believe her name is Joyce, and she lives in Georgia as well. Or Margaret Olander also is in Georgia. But Jay's channel is really great. I enjoy her also. She seems like she's such a passionate and compassionate and generous person, very giving to others. She enjoys making things for other people. She also makes these great tutorials, and what I like about it is she helps you to try to figure out how to design your own pattern, like how do you measure things so then it'll fit the way you want it, how to just take a stitch book and take a certain stitch and turn it into projects that you may want to use for, wraps or shawls or pullover sweaters or vests. I mean, it's really great. I really like the way she gives you tips on how to get things sized right. So I really enjoyed her channel as well. So those are my shout outs for the week. I think that's about it, really. I've just been busy stitching and enjoying our summer vacation off from homeschooling. I guess that's all. Yeah. So I hope you have a great day and the rest of the week. And hopefully, I'm going to try to be on a schedule, where I make a video once a week and let you see my progress, how I've made on these different ones that I've showed you that I'm working on right now. So have a nice day, and thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing to my channel, and hope there may be something that I have said that will inspire you to do something new or try out some of these patterns. Yeah. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.